हाय, आई एम सोनप्रिया। आज मैं बात करने वाली हूँ उस प्रॉब्लम की जो हर एक एस्पायरेंट फेस करता है बट इट इज नॉट डिस्कस्ड मच। जैसे अच्छी कोचिंग के लिए बड़े शहर जाना और उसके लिए लाखों का इन्वेस्टमेंट। आई हैव फाउंड अ सोल्यूशन इन सुपर कोचिंग जहां आपको पढ़ाएंगे 20 प्लस सुपर टीचर्स फ्रॉम लुकमन आईएएस, आजाद आईएएस एकेडमी एटसेट्रा, जिन्होंने 3000 प्लस सिलेक्शंस करवाए हैं। GS Foundation के साथ साथ optional courses and NCERTs will be taught by experienced teachers like Salamuddin Ansari sir. Along with this, 500 plus mock tests, notes, daily current affairs, thousands plus live classes. अब इन सब के लिए आपको लाखों नहीं खर्च करना पड़ेगा because you can get all this under just rupees 25,000. To get 7 days free access to all these features, use our code DKT7. सुपर कोचिंग को अपना परमानेंट पार्टनर बनाने के लिए यूज अवर कोड DKT20 and get extra 20% discount. Link in description. So now enroll in super coaching for cracking UPSC Civil Services exam. #Delhi Machal.
नमस्कार, मेरा नाम जगत साय है। मैं वेस्ट गोदावरी डिस्ट्रिक्ट आंध्र प्रदेश से बिलोंग करता हूँ। इन सिविल सर्विसेज एग्जामिनेशन 2020 I have scored all India rank 32. Now I would like to discuss about my personality test preparation. I gave 3 personality tests till 2020 attempt. In my first 2 personality tests, I got 154 both the times, same score. This time, like when I got 154 for the second time, it was so frustrating. It was so disappointing because I thought I deserved better marks. So this time after my mains, I started working on my areas where I was lagging. I consulted many many of my seniors, many of my gurus, and I also spoke to my family members, my brother, my sister, everyone. And then I started taking everyone's feedback, like how I behave normally in my routine life and why I am not being recognized by the UPSC. So I got some inputs. My parents also gave their honest feedback. My siblings also gave their honest feedback. My friends, my seniors, everyone gave their honest feedback. I sat down and then listed down. I chalked out a plan, like what to do in the next coming 1 month, 2 months. I watched my own mock interview videos of previous years and analyzed them, like where I lag. So in terms of the preparation for interview, what I used to do earlier was to focus and acquire more knowledge. That was not the case. Even today, many candidates who are appearing for the personality test, they do this mistake. They start collecting more and more knowledge. They start researching, especially about their detailed application form. It should be done, but there is a limit after which this knowledge would not come handy. There are certain other aspects which the board was looking for, especially the keywords that were given in the syllabus, like ability to communicate and all these things. So what I found after looking at my own videos, and also I watched few toppers videos who scored exceptionally well in previous years. So there are 3 main things which I believe is being recognized in UPSC interview. One is the communication, how effectively you communicate your views to the board. And the second is confidence, whether you believe in what you are saying, whether you are confident about your answer. And the third thing is the conviction and clarity. To what extent do you believe in what you are saying, whether you are saying for the sake of saying or whether you really mean it. If these things are very intact, definitely I think we are going to score good in interview. This takes a lot of practice. In my earlier attempts, I used to be underconfident. Like I was under the performance pressure. I used to feel that interview I should get more marks so that I would be getting a good rank. This shouldn't be there. You just go there, talk with some senior officers with humility, with honesty, and you share whatever you know. Even they understand that we are like their children's age. We do not know anything, and they don't expect everything that they ask from us. What they expect is whether whatever we are uttering in front of them, whether that makes sense, whether that has some relevance, and whether it's under the constitutional limits. So these things should be kept in mind, and if these things are developed, definitely we are going to score good. For this, what I have done this time was I used to practice along with my brother. We used to take mock interviews of each other, only one on one. My brother was one of the best critics. Like he never praised me. He always used to say, "You have this," and that actually helped me a lot. So because of this honest feedback from close people, I started recognizing that even I have some weaknesses in my personality, because of which I was getting less scores in my earlier attempts. I worked on them. I also used to have group discussions with few of my friends who were appearing for personality test every day for 2 hours in the evening. We used to discuss current affairs, take each other's mocks, and we used to point out each other's mistakes and strengths. So that also helped me a lot. So all these factors cumulatively helped me in my personality test this time. There was also some sentimental thing attached, especially in my own personality test this time. Earlier, in my earlier attempts, I used to go to the UPSC Bhavan alone. And I was, this time I thought I should ask my parents to accompany me. This time they came along with me. They stayed with me for 2 days. They accompanied me to UPSC Bhavan, and that also gave me some psychological support, psychological edge, that my parents are behind me irrespective of the situation in which I am in my life. So that also reflected in my score, I believe. So all these factors put together helped me this time to get good score and get a good rank. And the soft skills are also very important in the personality test. For example, sometimes we might have our body language in an aggressive way, which we may not recognize. But when you talk to others, they might feel that we are being very aggressive. So when we are talking in front of 5 elder senior officers in an UPSC Bhavan, they might take it in another way. So we need to tone down our the way we speak, the expressions, the tone of our voice. This is very important to understand. Ki we should stay humble. It's not because to get marks, but also in life also, that also helps to develop our personality. Coming to the other kind of soft skills, like how we communicate, respecting elders, respecting the lady board members, wishing them, and these small minor things also matter a lot. So we can practice these things in everyday life also. When we talk to some ladies or some elders, treat them with love, treat them with some good good way of praising them or something. So that also helps a lot in giving a good vibe to the others. This get automatically reflected when in your actual performance. You cannot consciously do only in the interview hall. It should come from within. That takes a lot of time to build a personality. So just like how you develop your vocabulary over time, just like how you develop your fluency of language in which you are giving interview, if you work on all these kind of skills over time, that will cumulatively reflect on that particular day. So this is what I have to say about the soft skills, especially in personality test. There are many misconceptions when it comes to the personality test in the market. Like there are few YouTube clips wherein they ask some questions which look very funny, but they ask in the mock interviews. They are not the actual interviews, and those kind of questions are not asked in the actual UPSC personality test. So don't get misguided by looking at those YouTube clips or YouTube videos. They are fun. After even before selection, like in the actual serious UPSC aspirants community, these videos used to be for entertainment. So you just enjoy them, but you never think that you should never think that these are the actual UPSC questions. The things that UPSC tests is our analytical ability. Like if we can analyze a particular issue in holistic perspective, if we can communicate what we believe effectively to the others, whether the message is reaching in a right way, and whether we are thinking in the limits of the constitution, within the limits of the constitution. So these are some aspects which we need to focus on. So don't go behind these kind of videos and make your preparation in that way, that then you will be in trouble. So coming to the other aspects like the dressing and all these things, you should look decent. Obviously, you are going to be a formal interview in the UPSC. It's going to be one of the important days in your life. You will remember forever in your life. I remember all my 3 interviews even today. So dress neatly, give your best. Like if you feel that you are looking good in a particular dress, stick to it. But you wear that dress. Like usually gents go in suits, so but we don't wear suits every day in India because our climate is not according to that. But get accustomed to that kind of dressing. This time what I did was I used to, whenever I used to go to UPSC Bhavan, I used to feel a bit different. Like in my earlier 2 interviews, going into UPSC hall, looking at those big domes, I used to wonder like to what distance I have come so far in my life. I used to feel privileged. So maybe because of that anxiety and all these things, my performance got affected. So this time, my father suggested me one thing. He asked me to get dress up like the way I'm planning to go to the actual interview, go to UPSC Bhavan and sit outside UPSC Bhavan and watch UPSC Bhavan like that. So I did that this time. Maybe I did that 10 times before my actual interview. I used to go to UPSC Bhavan, take newspaper, get suited up and go before UPSC Bhavan and sit in front of the bus stop. And I used to read newspaper looking at the UPSC Bhavan for 1 hour or so and come back to my room. So when I went for the 11th time on my actual interview day, I felt it normal. Like I came to everyday place. There's nothing new here. And I gave my best, like how I talk to my seniors, how I talk to my friends. I spoke to the board members also in the same way. I was never not conscious of my dressing. I was not conscious of the place in which I'm sitting. I just focused on what I am talking. That actually helped a lot. That gave me more confidence. There was more conviction in my answers, clarity in my answers, and the board members were also nodding, giving agreement, smiling. So that also gave me a positive vibe in my entire 30 minutes duration. So that helped a lot for me this time. I hope this video helped you to an extent, if not completely. This particular examination requires customized preparation and customized strategy. So do not take everything that I have told seriously. You customize according to your own strengths and weaknesses, and that will definitely help you. Thank you very much for watching this video. All the best and best wishes for your preparation and in your life.